The demo that I was trying to show you is actually on the GENI wiki. It's called the Hello GENI experiment. So if you go to the GENI wiki, follow the icon for experimenters and look for the icon for tutorials, you can do this experiment. Please do participate in the hands-on tutorials. You'll learn to use the FLAC tool and some other tools today. And do get a GENI account. To do any of this, you need a GENI account. And to get a GENI account, you can do it today at the GEC. There's an experimenter help desk. You can stop by there. You can email us or go to this website. So please get an account because that's the first thing you need. And just to help to orient you to the various tutorials and what is offered at this GEC, look for the tutorials marked with green stars. Those are the ones for experimenters. So we're at this session here. The next tutorial is after the break. It's the tool that we used for our demo, the graphical tool, is called FLAC. So at this tutorial, you'll learn to use FLAC and resources from a GENI rack called the InstaGENI rack. And you will actually run your own, you'll get resources from this rack, set up an experiment, and run it. There's a tutorial, there are tutorials in the afternoon on GEMINI, which is a instrumentation measurement system. So when you're running experiments, obviously you want to be able to measure what's happening, and you'll learn to do that. And there's also a introductory tutorial on Omni. So FLAC was a graphical tool. Omni is another experimenter tool. It's command line based. The advantages with command line tools are they scale better for large experiments, unlike graphical tools. So it's an introduction to that tutorial that Nikki will be doing. ExoGENI is another kind of rack, and there is a tutorial tomorrow afternoon on using the ExoGENI rack. Let's see, and there's a WiMAX tutorial also recommended for newcomers on Thursday morning. Please do stop by the demo session. You'll get to see not only people demonstrating the experiments, you'll also get to see demonstrations of GENI resources that you might find useful for your research. If you ever need help, either stop by the experimenter help desk that's going to be staffed during the breaks today and tomorrow. And there's also just a drop-in session. You can just stop by. If you are not able to complete your tutorial exercise, or if you need help getting started on your experiment, there'll be people from the GENI project office there to help you out. There's also the coding sprint. So it's called sprint, but it's also for beginners. So you're welcome to stop by also. So there's plenty of help available. Please do take advantage of that. And as always, you can email help@geni.net. And with your questions. Another thing we have now is something called GENI in a box. So this is, if you want to try out GENI at a small scale without having to apply for an account, essentially it's a self-contained a piece of software that's got an aggregate manager, a slice authority, and resources all running on your computer. So you're not using real GENI resources. These are all resources simulated on your computer. It comes with Omni, which is an experiment control tool. So you can use Omni to talk to the slice authority that's running on your computer to create a slice, and talk to this one aggregate manager to get resources, essentially up to 6 virtual machines. So that's a way to get started with GENI. Obviously, this does not scale, and it's all running on your computer, so the measurements you take would not be very meaningful, but it's a way to get started. Okay, and as I said, for this GEC, please participate in the tutorials. Don't be shy asking for help. The help desk, I mentioned the help session, and also the coding sprint. The next GENI conference will be in March at the University of Utah, and you're invited to attend that also. As always, there will be tutorials and workshops, travel grants for US academics. So, yes? Oh, 2013, I'm sorry, 2013, March 2013, yes. Yes, any questions? Yeah. Oh, yeah, and there's a survey that Nikki has. Please complete the survey before you leave. It shouldn't take get a survey about this presentation. It'll help us improve this in the future. Okay. Thank you very much, and have a good conference. Thanks. Thank you.